Please make sure you give Mel a favorite. Make sure you give it Kim a favorite. She's in the comments right now. So I'm going to interview Kim. We're going to play a slogan game, and then I'm going to interview Mel. So Kim, if you can request the box, we're going to go ahead and get started. And I just want to thank everyone for all the comments. Thank you for all the gifts. I can't say during the show because it's a featured show, but I just want to thank you guys all in advance for everything.
Hey,
Hello, how you doing?
I'm great. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you for coming on, Kim. Everybody, please give Kim a favorite. How you feel? Are you feeling okay? I know you're a little under the weather.
Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm hanging in there.
Okay. Yeah, Kim's a trooper. She's sick right now, and she's still coming on the show. Kim, so when did you first start streaming on the app?
I started streaming on the app in March 2020. I was on the app way back when it was just a dating app. And
Okay.
then, um,
Are you on
and
Plenty of Fish?
no, I'm on Meet Me.
Okay. So you were on, it was originally just a dating app in 2020?
No, back in like 2013.
Oh, wow. So you've been on there for, that's crazy. That's almost like 10 years.
Yeah,
Wow. Um, you started streaming in 2020?
yeah.
Okay, okay. What made you, do you remember why you started to stream? Did you go to people's streams first or what did
Yeah,
that look like?
so the reason I came back to the platform in 2020, I was at Playlist Live 2020, and I was sitting in a panel, and on that panel was our dear beloved Chris Casper,
Oh, okay.
and so after I spoke to him, and he kind of was just like, "Oh, you should. I am on Meet Me. You should come on Meet Me. It's." And he would kind of give me the whole like persuasion on why I should come on Meet Me and
That's awesome.
and how it changed and everything. So that's how I came back onto the app and started.
Okay. That's crazy. You met Chris Casper and he was the one that told you to go on. So did you go to people's streams before you started streaming?
Yeah, I did. I started out by just checking people's streams out and just like seeing what everybody was doing in their streams and like just making connections and networking because I think that's like a great place to start to build up your stream. Because so that's what I did. I was just a viewer at first, and then I
That's
took it from
great.
there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, they'll start going to view the streams first and then they decide to stream on the app because they kind of want to get a feel for everything. And like you said, networking is super important on this app. So going to other people's streams, I always say this on my show, going to other people's streams, getting to know them, seeing what they're about is the best way to network because a lot of times with new streamers, they'll just stream and wonder why people aren't coming to their stream, why they're not visiting them. But it really takes, streaming is part of it. It's a major part. But the other part is, like you said, networking, going to other people's streams, getting to know them. Because I'm sure it's the same for you. A lot of people that I've met hasn't even been from my streams. It's been from other people's streams that I visited, and I've developed really close friendships with them. They're big supporters of me now. So making sure you network and get outside your little bubble is important because what I typically see for newer streamers, this is my got everyone in the comments. This show is to help. A lot of this is to help new streamers, give them tips on how to be successful on the app. So, a lot of what we talk about is to make sure we help each other. You can be a new streamer. You could not even new for new streamers. For all streamers, this is really to help everyone. But the reason I decided to do boss branding was because that was my main focus. I really wanted to focus on the new streamers that may not know how to stream, don't know like the ins and outs. And this is our time to have guests like Kim and Mel talk about their experience, give them tips, them give tips. So it's everyone's learning from each other, and that's all part of networking, like you said, Kim. But the most common thing I'll see from new streamers is that they'll stay inside their little bubble, and like they won't go outside that. They'll have people in their box, and they're not acknowledging the comments really. They're just acknowledging the people in their box, and for me, that's a huge no-no because you want everyone that comes to your stream. I know for me, I want everyone to feel welcome. I like to have positive energy, but I like to make everyone feel welcome that comes to my stream. Not just friends of mine, but people that are new, because you want them to come back, and you can build amazing friendships with these new people as well.
Yeah. So I know that for me it's like always just like trying to get out of your comfort zone, like because like you do make those connections with like a few streamers, and then like you'll see them live, and it's just like you have so many people favorited,
Yep.
and you don't get a chance to go to their stream because you're so invested in the few streamers, and
Yep.
it's like you have to try and get out of that bubble and re- reach out to other people. And
I
so
agree.
I've been working on that slowly more recently.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. There's an for everyone that doesn't know, there's a new tab on the app. So this gives you a way to go check out new streamers. I've recently, I've always kind of done this. I've been trying to get back into it. Yeah, last night I was doing that. I was going to check out new streamers on the app, not just for my show, um, just for to get to know them, see if they have any tips. I actually have a friend on here. He's a newer streamer. I went in his box and they're all asking me questions, trying to get advice. So it's a good way, especially like when you're top edge or you're someone that's been on the app for a while. It's a good way to connect with newer streamers and to build relationships. And we can help. We should be helping each other out. We should be helping the newer streamers out, helping everyone out. That's what it's like. I'm gonna keep going to networking, and I'm a marketing guy, so that's what it's all about. And that's how you become successful on this app, is to really network. And I love that you said you're gonna focus on trying to go to new streamers and visit them and check them out, because it's a good way to connect with different people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Kim, let's talk a little bit about your name. What does Kim Possible mean?
Okay, so Kim Possible to me, I know everybody refers to it more towards the cartoon that was on Disney Channel. But to me, I, in my personal life, gone through a lot of health issues and stuff. So just it's more of like it's more for me like more of like an optimistic view, like anything's possible, like even if you're going through a bad day or a hard time, like it's just like just basically saying like anything is possible, like so
I love that. I love that. Um, what is the? I see you have the headphones next to your name, the emoji. What does
yeah.
your emoji mean to you?
Okay, so when I was growing up, I always wore headphones just like I'm wearing my headphones now.
Okay.
And so like I always like in school, anywhere I go, you'd always see me with headphones on just listening to music because I like music. I'm very invested into music. And so in like high school especially, I just remember like people refer to me as the girl with the headphones on.
Yeah.
And you'd always see me like fast paced walking, like power walking, because that's how into the music I was. So it's like music always just like puts me in the zone no matter what type of day I'm having. So it's just like,
That's exactly what Kay just said. Keeps her in her own zone, and I think a lot of people do that when they have their headphones on. They get in their own zone, and it kind of helps you escape a little bit. And I love music too. If you come to my stream, almost every stream of mine, you'll hear me listening to music, having a good time. Because I feel like a music really does affect your vibe, and especially as a streamer, when I listen to the upbeat music, I have a lot of upbeat music. I listen to everything, but when I stream, I typically listen to upbeat music because it gives me that energy, and I always want to give 100%, and it really helps hype me up when I stream. So whenever it's funny you say that, because whenever you come to my stream, you'll see me listen almost all the time, except for during my show. Obviously, I can't. I'll be listening to music, having a good time. So that's awesome. Please make sure everybody gives Kim Possible a favorite. If you guys are new in here, this is Boss Admin, and one of my good friends. She's going to be up after Kim. We're Let me look at your bio real quick. Because I think a bio is super important. And I love that you have your milestones in your bio. I love that you have singer, storyteller. Um, what type of content will we typically, and I love that you have your social media of Instagram and TikTok in there. That's awesome. Um, what kind of type of content will we typically see if we were to go to Kim Possible's stream?
So I like to just like hang out and talk to people, but
Hmm.
on every now and then I will do singing streams because
Oh,
I'm a
cool.
singer, so I will sing like depending on what time I stream because I live in an apartment building, so there's the noise
Yeah, you
complaints
don't
and
want to wake
stuff.
everybody up. You don't want to wake
So
the kids up.
so depending what time I stream, if I can sing, then I'll sing. But otherwise, it's mostly like chill vibes and just talking to people.
Okay, that's very cool. It's very cool. Um, so Kim, how like do you ever do any structured content? Do you have any structured content on the app?
Like shows or
Yeah.
I've had some shows in the past. Stopped doing them when I because I it was more so like I was doing them and I was feeling like, if I can't, like, if a guest is talking to me and I can't talk back to the guest because I have nothing to say, then I feel like I can't do my show because
Hmm.
I need to be able to talk back and then like be proactively engage
Yeah.
with them. And
Hmm.
so I was losing that and I was just like, okay, let me find something else to do.
Hmm.
So I'm still searching for that something else to do.
What type of shows did you do? I'm just curious, Kim.
I did a show where I brought on off app artists. Like I did like a singer songwriter showcase, had and interviewed people and they did
Okay.
acoustic sets. I've also done a show where I had people on and like kind of like a top 10 goals, like something like 10 goals you would like to do before you die.
Okay. Well, that's
Um,
cool.
yeah, and
These weren't featured. These were just in your stream, right?
these were in my stream, and I also had my last show was I did was it was a where I had people choose two songs that related to them and something in their life and how it impacted them.
Okay. It's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome. So I mean, I feel like the singing one sounds like that's up your alley a little bit.
yeah,
So I would challenge you to keep on with the featured content. I know it gets hard, but um, I mean, the structured content. Sorry, I know it gets hard. Would you ever think about doing a featured show?
oh yeah, I definitely want to do a feature show. I'm just trying to find something that I can do. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I honestly thought you had a featured show. I honestly did because I see you around so much, and I know you do shows before, so I had thought
yeah,
you did a featured show. But I think it would be perfect for you. I think, like you said, because when I did my featured show, I wanted to make sure it was something I was passionate about, something I really cared about. So
yeah,
that's why I
and
decided to do boss branding because I have experience in marketing, want to help new streamers. But if you ever like want to talk with me off the app and you want me to like help guide you a little bit on maybe the
definitely,
featured show program,
yeah,
I'm so happy to help you with that. Because I think you would be perfect. I think maybe you're passionate about music, so maybe something around music would be good. Because I know there are some music ones on here, but you could take a different twist to it.
yeah,
So I think that would be awesome if you did something like that. But we could talk about that off the app. I can give you more tips
of course,
on that and help you talk about the process. Because for everyone that doesn't know, a featured show you have to get it approved by the app. So basically, you'll have to talk with Chris Casper. He's the one that oversees the featured show program,
yeah,
and he'll be the one to approve your show. So you have to tape a pilot. You film a pilot, and then sometimes you have to film a few of them um, depending on how it goes. So after you do a few of them, um, you'll get approved, and then you'll get your flyer and all that stuff, and then you're on the featured show program. So that what that means, everyone, is that you'll be on the top of trending. So when you go to the For You section, you'll be the first person everyone sees. So you'll get a lot of views. You'll get a lot of people into your stream. and you can engage a lot of people when you're doing it.
Yeah.
So it's a good opportunity. It's you get to meet a lot of people and network. And as you know, you did your shows and your stream, so I'm sure it was a good way to meet new people.
Definitely. Yeah.
Please, everybody, give Kim Possible a favorite. This is my show, Boss Branding. I'm your host, Bossbro. I want to thank you all for the gifts, all the comments. I appreciate you all for everything. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the gifts. Make sure you guys give each other a favorite too, because this isn't just about each other. I mean, this isn't just about me, my guests. It's about each other. We're helping each other out. Favorite each other. I favored you, Missy. Yeah, favorite everyone in the comments as well. So Kim, so you said, do you use like your Instagram on the app?
I do use my Instagram, and yeah, I use Instagram and TikTok.
Okay, you use Instagram to do you promote your streams on there? What do you use your Instagram, your social media for?
My Instagram is basically all in one. It's like personal and me. Like I don't really have separate because like it just kind of gets too much to try and kind of deal with. So I'm just
Yeah,
like, so I just do it all in one.
no, it's perfect. Some people decide to separate it. I have mine separate. It depends what your preference is really. Like some people want their private life private, but if you don't care, you could do it all in one. I like the separate one just because I feel like you can post a lot more. People tend to post a lot more of the on the app about the app because it's just people on the app, and then you can really grow that following. So I have a personal one and I have a separate one. And I actually started using my Meet Me one more. I don't really use my personal one much anymore because I've been so involved on the app that I don't really post on my other one as much. Honestly, having the separate one has really helped me grow a lot on the app as well because I've met people that maybe haven't come to my stream or haven't seen, but they see Bossbro_Meet Me and they come Snapchat's good too, but I feel like more people, almost everyone streamer that's really kind of guided you.
I think there's so many people that have like inspired me. I mean, like like Chris Casper when he was streaming before he really became employed by the company. He
Hmm.
was somebody who like I kind of like watched his streams a lot, like, and then like other people like more Miserables, Hoops is another one.
Yeah,
Um, it's Jilly Baby.
it's
There's
Jilly
just
Baby. I call her the content queen because she has so much
yeah,
content. Jilly Baby, that's what I love about her.
yeah.
Kitty
There's just
Commander's another one that has a lot of
oh yeah,
content that I love.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's good, like for new streamers that are in here, to kind of look at people on the app, people in the trending tab. They could be top badges. They don't necessarily have to be top badges, because they typically will have content that you can kind of get an idea of how you want to frame frame your content. I appreciate you all. Make sure you guys favorite Kim, please. Give her a favorite. She's an amazing guest. Please get her favorites up. Make sure you favorite Mel as well. She's on my show. If you don't have me fave, please hit me with that fave. We appreciate you all for coming. We appreciate all the comments, all the gifts. Everyone has different content to find. Yeah, exactly. Everyone has different content. Like Kim said, she's kind of in the mode now, trying to figure out what works best for her. And I always say, when thinking about content, go with something you're passionate about, something you care about, because if you do something else, you're probably going to fall off of it because you're not going to be interested in it. But if it's something you're passionate about and you truly care about, you're going to follow through with it. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to have fun with it. That's why I love this show, is because it's something I love and something I look forward to every Friday. So Kim, as you're like thinking about content, just think about like what your true passion is. And I feel like that leans more towards music, but there might be other things you're passionate about as well. But try to think of that and try to think of something to set yourself apart a little bit differently from the other music shows, because there are a few music shows, but there's always different spins you can take. And also, as you know, Chris is amazing. If you have an idea, you can always meet with him and then he'll kind of guide you a little bit of kind of like a different take you could take. Because when I met with him, I had two show ideas. I had a idea to do like just like a hot topics kind of thing. And then I was talking about boss branding, and he's like, I wasn't called boss branding. I was just saying I want to have a streamer that's been on the stream for a while, and then possibly new streamers or streamers that want to brand themselves and give them tips. And he's like, you got to go with the last one. He's like, you're a marketing expert, you're a marketing professor. It makes more sense for you to do that because you're passionate about it. So yeah, we could talk about it more, but please, I'll give Kim a favorite. Is there anything else you want to say before we start Mel, I'm going to have you join the box in a minute if you can request the box. We're going to do the slogan game. Is there anything else you want to say or any questions you have? Do you have any questions for me about streaming or anything? I know you've been on here a while, but.
I don't think I have any questions, no.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. We're going to bring Mel into the box and we're going to play the slogan game right now.
Hello, hello.
Mel.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm okay. Hungry, but I'm okay.
Me too. I forgot to eat. I was going to eat before, but then I forgot. Hopefully my stomach doesn't rumble. I'll blame it on Mel if it does. No, I'm just kidding. Make sure you guys all give Mel a favorite. She's my admin of the show. She's my best friend. She's been a supporter to me since day one on the app. I really appreciate you being on the show, Mel. We're going to be playing a fun slogan game now, guys. So basically what you're going to do is you're just going to raise your hand if you know the answer. Not for points, just for fun. Everyone in the comments, please, you can comment, just comment wrong answers only in the comments. Feel free to blow up the comments. Wrong answers exactly. We're going to get this started. Okay. I'm going to start off easy for you guys, okay? So just raise your hands if you know it. Just do it. Who's the company? Mel?
Nike.
Exactly. Yeah, Nike. Good job. Here we go. Burger King, bring me back. I'm dead. Do what you can't. Do what you can't. If you guys need a hint, let me know. I'll give you a hint. It's a cell phone company.
T-Mobile.
Nope.
Verizon.
Maybe it's a type of cell phone.
Apple.
Yeah, it's a type of cell phone, not a cell phone company. Not Apple, no.
Oh.
It's Samsung. It's Samsung. That was a difficult one. Okay. Galaxy, and not Under Armour. Shave time, shave money. Shave time, shave money. Mel.
Dollar Shave Club.
You got it. Hello. Good job. This one is kind of hard, actually. The slogan is, that was easy. Kim.
Was it Staples?
Oh, okay. Okay. How do you know that, Kim? Did you work at Staples?
Kind of.
Okay. I was like, she has to work at Staples or something to know that. Thank you, Cass. I appreciate that. Obey your thirst.
Oh.
Kim.
Is it Gatorade?
No, close. Kind of close. It's a soft drink. Bud Light, Corona.
A soft drink?
Yeah.
Is it Sprite?
Yeah, you got it. It's Sprite. Good job. Good job. Michelangelo, I'm dead. I'm loving it. Kim,
McDonald's.
got it. You got it. Good job. Make sure you guys all favorite my guest. This is Boss Brandon. This is my show every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm your host, Bossbro. We have Kim Possible. I just interviewed her. We have Mel, who's my admin, my bestie. Please give them both a favorite. We're going to be interviewing Mel after the slogan game. We're still playing. Please put wrong answers only in the comments. Feel free to blow it up. Okay. Snap, crackle, pop. I don't know who got it first. I looked away for a second. Who got it first, guys? In the comments, who got it first? Help me out here. Mel. Frankie said Mel. My belly. Your belly got no. Who got it first? Mel or Kim?
My back. My neck.
Kim. Oh, not Mel and Kim. Not one-on-one. Where's the tiebreaker? One more.
I need a
Somebody tell me
tiebreaker.
who got it first. Kim. Okay, we're gonna go with Kim. Kim.
Rice Krispies.
You got it. You got it. You got it. Good job. Okay, here we go. Is it in you? Remember, this is a featured show, guys, so this is going to be a PG answer. Is it in you?
I don't know.
It's a drink.
What kind of drink?
It's like it's not a soda. It's like a juice kind of, but it's like used for performance, helps you with performance, I guess they say.
Monster?
No,
Red Bull?
no. It was said before. Kim, you said it before.
Oh, Gatorade.
It's Gatorade. Yep. Good job. Okay. America runs on blank. Mel.
Dunkin'.
Dunkin'. Mel loves Dunkin', so. Double your pleasure, double your fun. Don, I know you're lying.
Can I get a hint?
Double your pleasure. Oh my gosh, I'm surprised you guys don't know this. It was a commercial. Mel's young, so she might not know this. It was a commercial. Double your pleasure, double your fun. They had twins in the commercial. Wrong answers only in the comments.
Oh, so I'm assuming somebody said it.
No, I'm just saying.
Who said it?
It's Wrigley's Double Mint Gum.
Oh.
Wrigley's Double. Yeah, they used to have like the twins in the commercials, and I don't know. That's how I remembered it. Okay. The quicker picker upper. Mel.
Crap. I was gonna say, is it down? It's not Downy, right? Is it Downy? No.
No. Close. Kim.
Shit.
Oh, I don't think I have a Swiffer.
Yeah.
No,
It's
not Swiffer.
Bounty.
Bounty. Jimmy, if you hit one more right answer in the comment, you're getting kicked from the stream. Wrong answers only.
No, Grandpa.
Eat fresh.
She got it.
Go ahead.
Subway.
Good job. Not the E. That's horrible. Silly rabbit blanks are for kids. No,
Tricks are for kids.
exactly. Tricks. Hello. And we got one more left. Where's the beef? Mel.
Arby's.
No.
No?
No.
It's Arby's?
I had to double check. It's not Arby's. Unless I put this wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's not. You're gonna make me rethink it. I'm pretty sure it's not Arby's. No, it's not Arby's. Double checked. Kim, do you have an idea of what it is?
Oh. Where's the B?
No? Guys, in the comments, we'll leave this one up to you. Where's the beef? What's the name of the company? Put right answer. You can put the right answer now. If you know the answer. It's not Chick-fil-A. It's not in my pants. Wendy's. You got it, Craig. Good job. Yeah,
Oh,
it was Wendy's.
I
It was
don't.
Wendy's. You made me rethink it with the Arby's one. I was like, that actually kind of sounds right, but
I know.
that's not.
That
It
is
made
so
me
constantly and everything.
made me
Arby's.
rethink it. Now my earbud falling out. So I got new earbuds now, and I need help. Okay, well, Kim, I really appreciate you. Make sure you guys all give Mel a favorite. Kim, do you have any last words before you exit the box and I interview Mel?
Nope, not really. I have an auction tonight I'm in. I forget my time, but I'll post it up on my Instagram. So favorite me on Instagram. It's in my bio.
Yeah, favorite on Instagram so you can show up to her. Who's hosting your auction, Kim?
Triple L.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Is there a theme to it?
It's a sun's auction. It's like a horoscope type auction.
Oh, I saw that one. That's cool. For everyone that doesn't know, I'm going to explain what an auction is real quick. I'm actually hosting one tomorrow. Basically, it's where the host of the stream, they'll have a bunch of people in the auction, and they auction them off. And what that means is the person who bids the highest wins that streamer, and usually gets to get a name change for like 3 to 5 days. That's usually what the winner is, and then it's a good way to like market yourself if you're a gifter or if you want to support someone, because you can change their name to whatever you want. A lot of people will put it, like I would maybe put Bossbro's Kim Possible or something like that. You can change it to whatever you typically change it to whatever you want. It's a good way to get your name out there. It helps both streamers because you're supporting the other streamer and you're also marketing yourself on the app as well. So this is why you'll see a lot of people do auctions. It's a good way to network with other people too that are in the auction. So if you haven't done an auction before, it's a good way to get your name out there. Kim, I really appreciate you. You can exit the box whenever you get a chance, and we're going to be interviewing Mel. Appreciate you. Hope you feel better. Hey, Mel.
Hi.
Make sure everybody gives Mel a favorite. This is Boss Branding. This is, yeah, I know you look really tan. You look really tan. This is my show, Boss Branding. I'm your host, Bossbro. It's every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Right before we just interviewed Kim Possible. She's a successful streamer on this app. You know, she's been on here almost 9 years. She started streaming 2 years ago though. She actually got introduced to the app, to streaming, the streaming part, from Chris Casper at Playlist. For you that don't know, Playlist is a place where streamers can meet each other, and people from all different apps go there: TikTok, Instagram, Instagram Live, Meet Me, YouTube. So we played a fun sub game. Right now we're going to interview Mel. Mel is my admin of the show. She's one of my best friends. I've known her since day one on the app, since I've been on here. So I really appreciate you being on. I'm super excited. Please give her a favorite. Make sure you favorite me. Hit that star by my name. Pound it. And then you can come back to my stream. So Mel, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm nervous.
Good.
I'm good.
You're nervous? You're good. Don't worry. It's like just a normal conversation, me and you. Make sure you guys favorite my gifters too as well, please. Favorite my top 3. Favorite Kate Station, favorite Kate, Caitlin, and make sure you favorite Cass.
Jimmy, shush. This is not the time to pimp me out.
Right. Not to pimp me out. So Mel, how long have you been on this app for?
I have been on the app since November of 2020.
November of 2020. Okay. Did you start streaming right away? Were you?
Yes, in a sense. I started streaming on another app, but then I got banned somehow from that app. And then that's when I found out that POF had did it. So then I went on to POF. I started streaming on there, and then I got banned on there too. And somehow I found out that it was like all connected. So I started streaming.
You streamed on POF?
Yeah, but only a couple of times.
Okay.
It wasn't enough to actually gain anything from it. So yeah.
Did you check, like when you streamed, did you check people out before you started streaming, or did you do it like kind of the same time you started streaming and checking people out?
No, I started checking people out first because I was it was a whole different platform. POF and Meet Me are the same, but the app that I started on, it had nothing to do. It was another dating app, but it had nothing to do with POF, Meet Me, or anything like that. So I started checking it out to see who was on here, if there was anybody that I knew that moved over or anything. So.
Sorry, I was reading the comments. Yeah, I mean, like, it's good to, I always say it's good to check people out before you start streaming and get to know what people are about. Um, so you've been on the app for like 2 months. What made you want to start streaming now? Like when you decided to start streaming, were you just trying to meet new people? What was the purpose of you streaming on the app?
I was just bored. When I first started streaming, I wouldn't show myself because I just wanted to see like what it was about. I'm pretty sure like everybody does that at first. They don't show themselves. Kind of just like, I wouldn't say black screen it, but I just flipped the camera and showed whatever was there. Until I started getting like a gist of like what was happening, what was going on and everything. And then I started to show myself. Like I said, on the first app I got banned, I think because I was driving.
Mhm.
But then once I like got over to this app, that's when I got more comfortable. I started showing myself like right away, and it was okay.
Yeah, a lot of people start off when they start. I know Kate Station always talks about this. When she first started streaming, she was black screen and she didn't even like show herself because she was so nervous. And then eventually she kind of showed half of her face and then showed her full face. There's a lot of people that start off because they get nervous, but I think it's good to show your face just so people know who you are and don't think you're not real. But I can understand like when you first start streaming, it's very intimidating because you don't know anything about the app. You're kind of worried about maybe what people will say, worried about the comments. Yeah, Boop, I agree. Everyone gets nervous at the beginning. I know like the first time I streamed, I was super nervous. I was like holding the phone like this, had horrible lighting. Like it wasn't a good experience. And then as I got used to it, I'm like, I was so nervous. Yeah. And then as you get used to it, you kind of just have to keep streaming. A lot of people will say like, especially for guys, I feel like when guys first start streaming, we don't get as many views. So it can be pretty boring. Like it can be pretty boring. But as you stream more, you get more comfortable and you got to just keep talking, talk to everyone that comes into your stream, just have a conversation and, have a good time and people will start coming to your stream. Like when you first started off, Mel, do you remember, was it like slow? Was it busy right when you started off?
I wouldn't say it was slow and it wasn't busy either. Like I had a good amount of traffic coming in, like, just random people coming in, like, because I didn't know that you could change your location on here. So my location at the time was fairly accurate, which is another reason why I didn't show my face because I'm like, holy crap, I don't want to run into somebody that I know or anything. So I had like a good amount of people coming in, like saying, hey, where are you from? This and that, mainly guys being guys. But it wasn't slow and it wasn't busy like streams are now. But
yeah, and I want to touch upon that real quick because I think it's a great point and I don't think I've really talked about it much, is changing your location. So if you don't want people to know where you're from, like your exact town, I know a lot of people like to keep their privacy on here. You can, most apps, I know on Meet Me you can do it. You can change your location of where you're at. So what you do is you would go to I gotta see here actually. You go to, hold on. All right, you would click on your profile. So on the top right, you would click on your profile, and then you would click on your name, and you click that. There's like a little pencil at the top, and then you go and you can change your location. There's a thing called location right on there, and you would put whatever zip code you want. So it's good to put a location where there's a lot of people. So like busy cities, a lot of people put New York City. You see a lot of people in Cali. I'm in Cali right now. Some people put parts of Arizona that are really busy. It's good to you could do your research and kind of look at like what big cities are in the area. If you want to get more people say if you're trying a location and you don't have a lot of people coming in your stream, it could be because you're from a small town and there's not a lot of people in that area. So if you have the opportunity if you have a, like such as Meet Me, you could change the area. I would do that. I would try New York City. New York City is really good. California, Hollywood's really good. Arizona's good. You play around with it too. You kind of see what works for you. Because
I've been to California, I've been to Florida, I've been to Colorado, I've been to Arizona, I've been to Maine, but no, I'm just sitting in Jersey.
yeah. Sometimes you sit in Jersey, but like Mel said, you kind of play around with it a little bit and kind of see what location works best for you. Location is important. Another thing that's really important that I haven't really dove into surprisingly as much is your picture. Because that's the first thing people see. And I'll notice, depending on my picture, will depend on how many people I get. So if I have a good picture up there, I'll get more people. But a lot of times, if I have a banner up for some reason, I don't get as many people. I don't know if they're afraid because of the auction or whatever. So I'll like switch it between my regular picture and my auction picture, because I feel like when I have when you can see my full face, you want to make sure you can still see your full face, and people can come to your stream. Mel, do you play around with your pictures too ever?
I do. There's one picture that I have that kind of shows my boobs that I like to put sometimes. But then I started getting like the wrong kind of audience, and I didn't necessarily like that, so I just went straight back to selfies.
Yeah.
I don't care about that. I rather play around with the location than with like, just be like, hey, here are my my tatas.
Yeah. Yeah.
My
Well, like before I was a top edge, because when you're a top edge, you can't have any shirtless pictures. You can't have anything like that. I used to have thirst trap pictures, and they would do better, honestly. They would, and I had no shirt on. But now I don't do that. But I still actually am once you're top edge, you get on top of trending, so it doesn't matter as much with the picture. It does matter a little bit, it does, but because I've noticed a difference. But you can't have thirst trap pictures, and like Mel said, you got to determine what kind of audience you want, because if you thing I don't agree with on here is when people use catfish fake photos, either photos of girls.
I know,
Photos.
like a photo of a girl, you go in, it's some hairy guy, and you're like, make it make sense. What was the reason?
Okay, so the reason why people do it is because they get more views, right? They get more people into their stream, which is okay, but once they get
leave right away.
Exactly.
You're not gonna get the interaction that you want. You're gonna get the views, yeah, but you're not gonna get what you really want. There's no point.
Yeah, well, exactly what Mel's saying. Like, people will come into your stream, but they're not going to interact with you. They're going to leave right away, and they're going to get frustrated that you used a fake picture and it wasn't really you. If it's a girl, a lot of guys will use girls that are like models, and they'll come in the stream. The guys are going to get frustrated and be like, "Why are you using this picture?" And you're not going to have good comments. You're not going to have a good stream. You're going to get more views, but interaction, getting gifts, favorites, and that kind of thing. You might get more favorites, like, I don't know, but the people that actually come to your stream and want to visit you will be less, because I can't, Jimmy's comments, will be less because you're not using an actual picture of yourself. So that's the biggest thing. Make sure you guys use a clear picture, and it's a picture of yourself, not a picture of anyone else. Because your name is Mel.
But then I started seeing a lot of people with cherry emojis in their name, and that kind of annoyed me. So I'm like, forget this. I'm like, okay, well, what about like my favorite animal? I like llamas, so I had the llama in my name. But then I realized, as somebody who is like popular on the app, their emoji is the llama, and they were on here before me. And I'm like, I don't want to like cause any issues, because it was literally just us two on the app with the llama in our name. And I know of two other people who had the same emojis, and they actually had like a whole argument on who came to the app first. And it's my emoji. Like, I don't want to like get into that. So yeah, I had no emoji for a while, and now I have the honey and the bee, because my name is Melissa and it means honeybee.
What does the rainbow mean?
You.
Yeah. So what people, can you hear me still?
Yeah.
Okay. So I hit a button by accident. So basically what people will do, like Mel does, a lot of people will put like their top gifter or people they support in their name. So the rainbow is my Bossbro asked it on purpose. I'm trying to get clap. Hello. I'm trying to get clap. I know. I'm just trying to. I gotta get into it a little bit. I gotta get into it. I gotta lead the conversation. But yeah, I knew it was for me. But the rainbow, for me, obviously, everyone knows it means because I'm gay. But with other people will put it in there. Like people may put it in there with their emojis is because they're supporting me, or like a lot of people do. they'll put emojis of their top gifter of the week. They'll put their emoji in their name. So everybody does different things. Some people change their names when they hit have a top gifter. It just depends whatever you want to do. But I appreciate you putting my emoji in your name. Make sure you guys all give Mel a favorite. This is Boss Branding. This is my show every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. I interviewed Kim Possible. She was an amazing streamer. She's been on the app for almost 9 years. Started streaming 2 years ago. Chris Casper actually told her, why don't you start streaming? Because Chris Casper could be a little bossy. Hello. Because Chris Casper told me, he didn't even give me an option. He's like, so let's talk about the featured show program. Let's meet up. He didn't say, do you want to do it? I was like, okay, Chris, I'm not going to say no to you, you know? And I love Chris, so it's cool. Yeah, so we had Kim Possible. We played a fun slogan game, and now we're interviewing Mel, she's the admin on my show. She's also my bestie. She's a good streamer. She's a good support system to have for me and for other people on this app. So Mel, what is an admin?
What is an admin?
Yeah, like what is your what does what does an admin do? Just so people don't, I want to let people know, like a lot of people might not know what an admin is. So like if I had a featured show, or say if I was doing like an auction or something or whatever, like mostly for featured shows, people have admins. So what is an admin?
Jimmy, stop. So when Boss first started his show, I would go around and I would help him look for people who wanted to be on it. We had our fair share of questions that we had to ask, 2 different sets of, like, you know, for experienced streamers and inexperienced streamers. I would get the profile picture from them that they wanted for on the, what is that called? The flyer. Thank you, Aqua. I would just go ahead and just get everything set up. So Boss just had to make the flyer, let them know what was going to happen, what was going to be asked, basically just the sum of it all, make sure that they're okay and everything. Just come in here and tell you guys to pay him or I'm going to bite your knees.
Everybody, please do me a favor. Please make sure you guys favorite Mel. Make sure you favorite Kim Possible. Give me a favor. You don't have me favorite it. Please don't use any profanity. This is a featured show. Make sure you keep it clean and fun. And like Aqua said, she's a big supporter and a great friend. And also, like today, I was like, I need one more guest. She's like, okay, I'll jump in there. Like yesterday, because I've been planning for my auction, hosting my auction. So she was awesome by jumping in here. Please make sure you guys all give her a favorite. I appreciate that. Keep it classy, yeah. I'm not classy outside my show, but during my show, I try to keep it classy. So Mel, let's talk a little bit about your content, okay? If we were to go to Mel's stream, what would we typically see in your stream?
Well, okay, so I'm known as Car Girl because I always do my streams from my car. I wouldn't say that I don't do this for like a living or anything like that. I do it as a pastime, kind of like my way to woosah. Because, you know, like I work all day, and then by the time I get home, I have to cook, I have to clean, I have to get things ready for the next day, and like I don't have time. So this is kind of like my me time. So that's why I always like do it in my car, because I'm like, I'm by myself, I'm isolated, just like, you know, me and you and all the other viewers and everything. But I wouldn't really say I have much content. Like, you know, I just get on here and I wing it, open up the date box, and everybody knows that can get kind of rowdy.
I feel like your date box is part of your content, though, honestly.
Yeah,
because
I would say that
that is content. Because Mel's stream gets pretty busy, and she gets a lot of interesting people into her date box. She will have her date box open. She usually wait a little bit and she'll put her date box open. And I enjoy it. I know a lot of people enjoy seeing her interaction with the people in the date box, because the people that interact with her are very eclectic and pretty ratchet. We're not gonna sugarcoat it. A lot of times they're ratchet. They say crazy stuff, and you could just read Mel's facial expressions through it all, and it's fun. So make sure you guys favorite her. You gotta check her out when she does stream, because it's a good time. I always enjoy it. And honestly, I don't have a problem with cars. I don't mind car streams. I like a car stream, actually. But I'll stream every once in a while from the car. I enjoy it. Like you said, I feel like you feel more, I don't know, it's something, feel more personable. I don't know if it's because you're in a smaller space or whatever.
It's like you're in your own little like space. And I don't know, like if I were to stream at home, it's like I'm still with my parents because my mom is disabled, so I still live with her, so I can help her out around the house. So it's like I feel like I wouldn't be able to, like, sometimes I freaking scream. Like I scream at people. I can't do that if I'm in the house. My mom would be like, what is going on with her and everything. So I can scream in my car. Like, yeah, people are gonna look at me and be like, is she okay? What is going on? But I don't care about that. Like they can feel like I'm crazy, but it's just like more of a personal space. It feels nice.
Yeah. As long as no one gets streamed. Yeah, she's not driving when she does her car. She never drives. As long as you're not driving when you do your car stream, you're fine. As long as you don't have your wheel in the picture, if you're parked, you're safe, then you do a car stream. If you're driving, you should absolutely not be doing a car stream because it's dangerous. It's not safe and you can get banned for it. But Mel does, when I do a car stream, I'm parked in a spot safely. Same as Mel, she'll be parked and she'll stream from her car. And like she said, it's time for her to be safe. There's a lot of people on this. There's a few people on this app that I know that have done car streams, even top badges. Honestly, I think Panic does a lot of car streams. He honestly does a lot of car streams. I don't go to his.
When I first came on the app, there were two people. There was one female. I don't think she streams anymore either, but she was really pretty. She's one of the first ones that I favorited. She used to stream in her car. Like it would actually be like winter. I think she was in Canada, and it'd be freezing cold out, and she would still stream in her car. She'll just like have her hat on, have her heat on, and she's like all laid back and comfortable, just having a good old time. And I was like, that looks nice. And there was some other guy who's actually known for streaming in his car, and so I'm like, shit. Sorry.
It's okay. Make sure you guys all give Mel a favorite. Hit me with a favorite. This is Boss Branding. This is my show every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern time. This is a featured show on the app. Make sure you guys give her a favorite. Make sure you favorite my top 3. Favorite Kate Station. Make sure you favorite Cass. And also make sure you favorite Caitlin as well. Favorite each other in the comments. If you don't know, press that star, please. So you say you don't have any content. Do you have any? Yeah, I feel like you do have content because the date box is your content. And I just want to remind everyone. I just want to remind everyone. I'm going to self-plug right here. I have an auction this Saturday from 7 p.m. to 9:05 p.m. Eastern time. 9:05 p.m. Eastern time. I'll be auctioned off last at 9:05 p.m. Eastern time. If you can check. Yeah, I got to plug thyself. But it's really for the other people. I have a lot of amazing streamers that are in my auction that, are going to be in there. Aqua is one of them. She's going to be in my auction. So if you guys can come check it out, give me support. It's my first auction I'm ever hosting. Super excited about the list. They get a name change. Typically when you get into auction, you get a name change. So anybody that wins me gets a name change. Yeah, mine's at 9:05 p.m. Eastern time. It starts at 7 p.m. though. It goes from 7 p.m. to 9:05 p.m. Eastern time. No breaks. Every 5 minutes, there's going to be a different person. We have about 25 people, 26 people. Yeah, this is my first auction I'm hosting. It's a good opportunity. Doing auctions, hosting auctions are a good way to get your name out there. So people get to know you and to network and that type of stuff. Mel, let's talk a little bit about your bio. Let me take a look at your bio.
I don't have one.
What happened to it? You did have one originally, right?
Yeah, I did have one, but then when that whole issue with who shall not be named happened, like, he was in my bio, I kind of just deleted it all.
Okay, I got you. I mean, I know you stream. I think you should have a bio. Yeah, you should. I think you just have your milestones. You can even put
in a sense, I never really put one back because after the things that happened, I haven't streamed as much.
Yeah, I know.
So I just
didn't put it. Yeah. Well, my advice would be to have a bio. Put your car stream, because that's part of your content. I would put your milestones that you have in your stream, because I know when you do stream, you like to have milestones. So it is helpful. I think it is super helpful to have your milestones in your bio. You don't have to have a lot. Like, I don't like to see paragraphs and paragraphs in a bio because I feel like people aren't going to pay attention. And I know I get bored. Like, if I'm reading paragraphs, I'm like, okay, I'm over. I'm not reading it. It's too much. So I like to see like little bullet points. So even just doing your milestone, doing, I love Bossbro in your bio. Any of that is, really good. No, I'm just kidding. But that's really good. But you still have your social media attached, right? You still have your IG. What do you typically use your IG for? Because I know you have an IG specifically for the app, right?
Yeah, I do. Mainly I use it. I would post a selfie like every once in a while. I would use it to like, you know, promote your show, or whenever I steal somebody's millie or their milestone, I would post on there. Whenever I'd have like a good stream or something, like for example, when Dizzy came through and dropped his little boss dragon or whatever, you know, I posted that. That was basically it.
Yeah, you
I would say
post.
contact with people, but I usually get the weird people in my DMs, like in
You
my
typically
request.
like post. You're pretty good at posting though. You'll post when you gift people, which I think is good. I think it's always good, not just about your stream. It's good to post. You know, if you're supporting other people. I know recently you just supported. You support me. You supported 50 Seeds of J. You just stole his 9 milli. So like posting milestones that you take from other people, not just your own milestones. I think it's good to post milestones of other people because other people will be like, oh wow, that's awesome. Like maybe we'll follow you or whatever. And it's also promoting the other person as well.
Yeah, I know one of
Because
my stories on there, like one of my like saved, not saved, what do you call that? Like, you know, the
highlight.
stories that you can, oh yeah, highlights. One of my highlights I have of, it's called Stealing Millies. Like, so it's like you see
Oh, that's
all the
cool.
videos stealing millies. When I got my first dragon, like dragon dropped, I have that on there. Like I said, when Dizzy dropped his dragon and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's you made a good point. I don't think I've ever talked about that. It's like you could do highlights, so you can save video like whatever you put in your story into different sections. So like I have one for boss branding. You can have like steal your millies. You can have that for one, or if you hit your millies, you can like it's kind of like a folder almost on Instagram, and I'll have all those videos in that section so people can check it out when they look at it. You can check it out, and it's good like for you to keep too because you can like look back on it because your stories on Instagram go away after 24 hours and then you can't see them anymore. So when you save them to your highlights, you're able to see them again and they're in one area.
Yeah.
Thank you for the favorites. This is Boss
I
Branding. I'm
think
your host.
that, like I don't like to save like pictures and videos on my phone because space.
Yeah,
So
I'm
it's
hard.
like it's good that they have that too, because it's like it's not necessarily something that I want to get rid of, like, you know, because it was like
Yeah,
obviously a big moment at one point. So it's like just to know that it's there and always there. It's like it's good.
yeah, because videos can take up they take up a lot of room on your phone. So it's good to have it on Instagram, and it's good that you see it, other people can see it that come to your to come check out Mel on IG. Make sure you guys favorite her on IG too. She has it linked on her bio. Make sure you follow me on IG too. You can press that star and then your name. You can click on my IG. I'm just going to tell you all, if you guys are new in here, I'm going to explain real quick how to link IG to your bio because I see some new streamers will just put it, you know, but it's a lot easier if you have it linked. So the way to do it is you go to the live section. And you're going to click on the little wrench on the bottom left. And then you're going to click on social media. It's going to be right under favorites. You're going to see social media. And then it has Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, WhatsApp. So you're going to want to, Instagram is for me, I think is the best tool to use, honestly, to connect with other people. Snapchat's another good tool. Snapchat's good to, if you want to have like private conversations with someone, you can still put stuff in your story too. That's helpful. But
I think
Snapchat,
though, Snapchat, if you're able to, I think you should have like a separate Snapchat for the app as well, because I did
yeah.
have my Snapchat linked and I had gotten way too many requests. Like I still have people that like, yeah, I have my fair share of people that I have accepted and added them on Snapchat, like you and Liam and like, you know, people that I'm actually like friends with on here. But like when, you know, when people come to your stream or whatever, they follow you on Instagram, they see, oh, there's a Snapchat ad, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
holy crap, it's like so much. And then just random people messaging me and it gets a lot sometimes.
Yeah, I
So I
agree.
think if you have like, if you're able to and you can manage that as well, it's not like a big issue for you, then I would think having a separate Snapchat for the app is good too.
I agree. Because I have my Snapchat is separate from the app as well. I have mine linked because I want all the attention I can get. But no, I'm just kidding. Um, but I agree. It can be overwhelming. It can be very overwhelming, especially for females. I'm sure guys get a lot of messages. But yeah, just having it separate as well is good. So you know, like what you're posting. Like if you want to post, because a lot of times people in your personal life might not understand what an auction is or might not want to see it. You might want to post or like personal information. Like I don't want to post everything on my Snapchat for Meet Me because that's personal. Like I don't want to post my knees. There's certain things I just don't want the world to see. You know, it's not for everyone to see. That's on my. You can keep that private. It's up to you though, whatever your preference is. But I always say it's better to have a separate Instagram and Snapchat. Yeah, I agree. It's good to have a separate page. So I'm glad you said that. But
Somehow my Instagram got linked instead.
oh really?
Yeah, I have to change it, but it's okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So so make sure you have your Meet Me Instagram link to it. So Mel, so we talked about your content a little bit, talked about your bio. Is there like anyone you kind of looked up to on the app when you started streaming?
I I wouldn't say look up to, but I did have a lot of people that like, I guess I really supported when I first started on here. I remember when I first started on here, there was the first stream that I went on to once I made my Meet Me account. It was a guy that was in Jersey. He was a little older. His name is Brian. He was popular at the time. But then things started going downhill, they disappear, whatever. And
Hmm.
then from him, I met one of my friends, Cruz. You've seen her, and Sunny. Um, I was friends with Cruz first. I got really close with her. And then I started getting really close with Sunny, and I was really close with Sunny for a long time. But then we just parted our ways. And now it's you.
Okay.
Stuck
I
with
know
him
like
for
is,
a year.
is there any like top badges you look up to?
um,
I wasn't talking about me. I know you have other top badge friends though, like that you kind of like
I
mess
there
with.
was I would probably say the only one really was Nick Style.
I was gonna say Nick. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Nick
Nick has
Style.
a really good.
I would always stick around in his stream at night. Um, he's really nice. He's really nice. He's definitely talented. I would have my night.
Cute.
That's where I met Liam. I met Liam from there. Um, I would have my nights where I can't sleep, and obviously it was like 3 a.m. for us, and it's like 12 for him, so it's like nothing. And he's streaming, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't sleep. And he'll like sing me a lullaby or sing me a song that I like just to help me fall asleep. He's super nice. But
Yeah,
I
make
would
sure you
say
guys
with
all spirit Nick. Nick has a
yeah,
good vibe. He's very Nick. His name is Nick Styles. He's top edge on the app. He's a good person. I know him too. I actually Mel had mentioned him to me, so I went and checked him out, and he has good vibes. He actually has talent. He's a good singer, and he provides a lot for the app. So it's good to like check out new people, not just check out top ads, but I think it's good to go to the trending page, check people out, check out their content, because you might see something you want to use in your stream, or someone you like. Mel, did you ever use this app for dating?
no, yes, and no.
No, no, no. Because I know
um,
a lot of people when they first come on this app, they come on because they wanted to use it for dating.
yeah,
Um,
no, I didn't use it for dating when like that wasn't my intention when I first downloaded it. But you know how it has like its local thing or whatever. So whenever I did
yeah,
have it near my location, I would just like casually look at all the pictures and look to see like, oh, he's cute. Okay, look at his picture, whatever, mind my business. I would never message anybody. I would just look at their pictures. Obviously it lets you know that so and so looked at your picture or looked at your profile. So I had a couple of people that, would message me like that I did look at their profile, and then, that person was one of them.
yeah,
And then obviously did start dating him, but that was the only time.
yeah. Yeah, like a lot of people will use it because everyone doesn't know, if you go to the locals tab, you can see people in your area. You just got to remember sometimes people don't have their actual location, like the real location. So me and Mel actually live in New Jersey, but she didn't even know originally because I never had New Jersey as my location. I usually have like Florida or New York or something else as my location. So a lot of people have different locations, but it is a good way because some people do use their actual locations. A lot of new streamers typically will use their actual location because they may not understand the streaming aspect as much, or they're on here for, some people are just on here for dating. So it's important to remember that when you're streaming as well, is that you may get some comments that you're like, why are they saying this? But a lot of people do use this for dating. That's why they have the date box. Plenty of Fish is part of Meet Me. Plenty of Fish is a dating app. Zeus. There's a lot of dating apps that are combined with Meet Me. Liam, you can get a date on or off the app. Are you talking about me or Mel? Um, so you can use the app for dating, streaming, meeting friends. Yeah. So Mel, do you think like the app has helped you helped you at all like connect with people, or like I don't know, like were you like, I don't feel like you don't have like social anxiety, do you? Like meeting people and stuff like that.
I did. That's also another reason why I never showed my face when I started streaming. Gradually I ended up feeling comfortable. Now I'm at a point where it's like I will literally attack you. Like I'm not scared anymore. That's why I love when the trolls come, because it's like I can troll them back. Like I learned how to troll people. But I think it did help me. Like I met new people, made new friends, and it was kind of like at a good time, I guess, because after high school and all that, I just started working and had like the only people that I were friends with, like, we fell apart and I didn't really have any friends. And it's not the same, but it's like at least I had friends somewhere. Granted, it was on an app or not, but eventually, obviously, you and I met, and Dave too. Um, but I would say that it did help me. Just it all depends on how you want to take the app.
I agree. I mean, I think it's helpful. I mean, I think it's helped me too. Like honestly, like break out of my comfort zone a little bit. I used to, like when I first started streaming, I thought you had to drink to like have fun, but as you get used to it, um, like you start to develop connections with people and you start to feel more comfortable as you're streaming. So it's a really good way to connect with people, build friends. I've made some really good friends like Mel. We hung out. She's my good friend. She's like my best friend. Dave is another one. We're good friends. We met off the app. And I have, Tabet that Jenny I have friends with. I have a few other friends on here too as well. I mean, everybody, like honestly, Jaw, like there's so many people that I've met on this app that I honestly talk to more. I don't know about you, Mel, but I talk to more than people in that I was friends with before in my everyday life. Like you like build connections with those. I feel like, I don't know. I just think there's something about live where you're more open. There are trolls and stuff, but I feel like a lot of us streamers are more open with our lives with each other. And it's different because you're on a computer or on a phone, however you stream. And like, you're able to be more open because you're not face to face with that person. You know what I mean? And you don't know if you're going to see them or not. So I think it helps build that friendship because it like breaks down those barriers that usually may make you nervous. If you have a hard time making those connections, I think it's easier on here to make those connections with other people. It's different. It's definitely different because like people will give you a lot of compliments and people will say a lot of things to you when you're streaming, and that, Mel, like when you're streaming you'll have all these guys like saying all these things to you, but it's nice to like be able to conversate with different people all over the world too.
Yeah, it is.
Because I feel like I would have never been able to meet people from like Liam, England. Like I didn't have any friends from England. Top Badge Kate Station. I didn't really know anyone from other countries, but it's like you get to learn about these different cultures, different countries, and that's a really cool thing about this app is you really get to connect with other people on the app.
It's just kind of disappointing though. Like Liam said, he had his location set for the U.S. like for the longest time. So it's kind of disappointing when you're like, oh, they're in the U.S. There's potential to meet. Obviously, there's potential to meet no matter where you are, but there's like bigger potential if you're locally. But then you find out like, oh, he's from the UK, and you're like, all right, well, I'm gonna go screw myself.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that stinks is when you don't if you are looking for dating or you're looking to meet cool people, is when they don't. That's the hardest thing about this app is because you connect with people. And I've connected with people that, like Gina, she just came in here. She's from Canada, and it stinks because I'm not like Mel lives 45 minutes away. I'm able to like meet up with her when I want, but I can't meet up with Gina anytime I want, or just friends too. Like, Gina's a friend, or, if you like someone, typically that's the hard thing is they'll live far away. So it's like, it's really hard to make that connection. But I feel like for the dating portion, if you really like someone, you can make it work for a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm romantic a little bit, but it is hard to meet. It's hard to meet people in real life, especially with COVID and stuff now. So I think this is why this app has been so successful too, is because it is part of a dating app. You can meet connections if you want to date, if you want friends. It's got kind of a little bit of everything, which is awesome. Because you can make those connections as friends and dating as well. So I think Gerara met Gerara, you met your boyfriend from this app, right?
He has a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Since when?
COVID is no longer the problem. Well, okay, some people still don't go out as much. You know, it's not the same. We're not 100% back to normal. Dating has changed. You know, the way we view dating has changed. Damn, he got two, and I can't. Yeah, I can't even get one either.
Oh, I
I'm
had one
dead.
and then he didn't want me anymore. So
Well, he's stupid. Leave the earphones alone. Okay, I do what I want.
yes,
Um,
alone.
these are new headphones. I'm not used to them, so that's why I'm playing with them a little bit.
Not used to them. I called him the other day when he got them and he kept hanging up on me, guys.
Yeah, I hung up on her. I didn't know what I was doing. I just got them like 2 days ago.
He hung up on me like 3 times because he didn't know how to use them.
Yeah, three. I think it was 3 times actually. Make sure you guys all give Mel a favorite though. This is my show. This is my show, Boss Branding. This is my show every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern time. I have new streamers on the app. I have existing streamers on the app. I have people on the app that are, want to rebrand themselves. It fell out. That's why I put it in my ear. Make sure you guys favorite my guests, please. Make sure you favorite Mel. Make sure you favorite everyone in the comments. Anyone you see, Rand, everyone, my top gifters, Kate Station. We also have Caitlin. We have Cast the Great. Make sure you give them a favorite. And pound that star by my name. Mel, do you have anything else you want to say before I let you out of the box?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you for being on my show. It was a great interview. Please I'll give her a favorite. If you don't have a favorite, bite your knees. I appreciate you, Mel.
Love you.
I love you. Thank you.
Bye.
Appreciate you. Make sure you give Kim a favorite too. Appreciate you. Love you. Everybody, this is Boss Branding. We just interviewed Kim Possible. We had a fun slogan game, and we interviewed Mel Baby. I thank you all guys for coming to my show. You can check me out every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern time if you want to come see me. Next week, I have Top Edge. Jenny is going to be on here, and we're going to have someone else on the show. Not sure yet who, but Top Edge that Jenny's going to be on next Friday. Please make sure you favorite all my gifters. I'm going to go through my gifters. Make sure you favorite Kate Station, Caitlin, Cass, Vibe, Mr. TJ, Sin City Robert. Thank you for that. Metaphysical, Des, Daddy Longlegs, April, D, Farquad, D'Angelo, Role Model Fresh, Forrest, Spread the Love, DJ Bossy Serenity, Habits' Mistake, Hype Monster Shape, Jody, Nami, Missy and JoJo, Kate Illinois. Make sure you favorite everyone. Favorite each other in the comments as well. Appreciate you all for coming to my show. You can check me out next Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern time. Hope everybody has a good evening. Make sure you guys pull up to my auction. I'm hosting my first auction on Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, from 7 p.m. to 9:05 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you guys come check me out. I'll be auctioned off at 9:05 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you guys all check me out. I appreciate you. 9:05 p.m. Yeah, 12 p.m. is my show. My auction is on Saturday from 7 p.m. to 9:05 p.m. We have some amazing people on the show. I appreciate you all. Please give me a favorite all my gifters. I'm gonna get going, guys. I'm gonna go get some lunch. I appreciate you all. Everybody have a good evening. No, that Jenny's gonna auction me off on Saturday. That Jenny. Appreciate you, Gina. Thank you for coming by. Cass, I appreciate you. Appreciate you all for all the comments. It was amazing. Amber, Mel, all my guests. I appreciate you. I'm dead. Appreciate you, Adam. Liam. Did you feel a kiss before? I felt it. It felt good. Thank you.